we begin this morning in the Idaho kitchen with Angie the Pie Lady, because we all love chocolate, and this is a season where there's no guilt when it comes to eating chocolate, right?
Yeah, and
the holidays.
I just realized I hadn't done any chocolate pies in the whole time I've been doing this. So
What?
It's time.
Yes, it is time.
Everyone loves the little chocolate hazelnut candies at Christmas. Well, any time of the year, but they make them scream at you from the shelves.
Yes, they do. They do, and it's a great gift too, because they sell them in those large flats, right? And
but this tart would also be a lovely gift.
It would be a lovely
holiday
gift.
Table.
I love that. Or perhaps you're going to a holiday party and you really want to impress, and you really don't have a ton of time, but you want to make something that's delicious and decadent. So what are we making?
This is the easiest thing to do. So I already pre-made the crust, and it is graham crackers, hazelnut, sugar, a little salt, and butter. And you just bake it off to like get it firm.
Okay.
The tart shell, you really do want to pre-bake it because it will crumble when you try to depan it.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So then over here, I have a little bit of heavy cream that you let it come to a brief simmer, and then you add about 5 ounces of bittersweet chocolate.
Bittersweet. And does it matter the type of chocolate that you used for this?
Well, as far as bittersweet, I try to go like a 60% cocoa, at least.
Got it.
Cacao.
Cacao.
Anyway, and then you let that cool.
Okay.
And then you have some whipped cream over here that I already did. And I already cooled off a little bit of ganache so that we could fold it in.
All right, so you want to make your ganache, but you want it to cool before you mix in the whip.
Because you don't want to melt the whipped cream that you just spent all that time whipping. So.
Oh, so if it's too hot, it's going to melt it down.
So,
and then it's just going to be like this oozy pie, not like a nice fluffy mousse. Okay.
Yes, and so the ganache, the nice thing about this is if it gets a little like too cooled off, you can just microwave it for like 5 seconds or something and do 5-second intervals.
So you don't burn your chocolate, because then you'll cry, because then you have to start over. Okay.
I kind of do just a little, probably about 1/3 of the cream to get the chocolate loosened up before you have to start really folding. And then
so you start little baby steps, and then kind of keep adding it and folding and adding and folding.
Yeah.
Love it. And then have you tried this, making a whipped cream that is non-dairy at all?
Honestly, I haven't.
Okay, but you know what? I'll try it, and I'll let you know how it works.
Yeah, I'm hesitant on the texture. I don't know if you could try like a non-dairy Cool Whip, because it has a lot of additives, but it would also make it super sweet.
Yeah, no, it probably would.
So
maybe you might want to turn down the sweetness of the chocolate if you're going to do that, would you say?
Yeah, I would make it as bitter as you could if you're going to try that. This one is, I don't know. It's just, it's depending on all the whip in there to hold its shape. So I could probably do a better job, but for the sake of television,
just for the sake of time,
we're going to go with.
Okay, you got it.
And then you just kind of scoop it into your crust.
This is super fast.
Yeah.
Nice, love. And again, this is a great option too. If you're slamming during the holiday season, you still need to make something for that party. You have a little bit of time, so you can at least refrigerate it, right? But you don't have all day to spend in the kitchen.
And people kind of liken it to like the flavor of maybe French silk, but I think it's not quite as rich as that. See, I could have done a better job mixing. But
that's okay, Angie.
I know.
Don't tell anybody. No.
And then after you're done, you just stick it in the fridge. It takes about 2 hours to set, and that chocolate really does help it set. So.
Lovely. And then so that's this lovely kind of creamy mousse texture.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Nice and light.
I love that.
And then one tip when you are going to cut it, you want to use, like dip your knife in hot water.
Okay.
And then dry it off real fast before you make every slice.
Oh.
And then when you come over here, that makes perfect slices.
Oh, nice.
And it's not all sticking to your knife.
And so that way you're not tearing through the mousse. It's clean and even. Yeah. And then what do you got right there?
These are candied hazelnuts. You basically boil them in simple syrup.
Oh, no kidding.
First, and then you bake them to get them all polished off and shiny.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they're pretty delicious.
Do you find it that sometimes maybe you snack on them a little too much? And
yeah, I made a huge jar of them so that we could have them for later, just the nuts.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea, right? If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. I have to sample one of these.
Might as well take care of it. And then it just comes out in this perfect little, do you want to try it?
I sure do.
Okay.
Do I? Okay, so this is Angie's hazelnut chocolate mousse, is that what I can call it? On graham cracker crust with sweetened little candy hazelnut.
Graham cracker hazelnut crust.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep eating this. We'll have more out of today right after the break. So, do I can take that home?